Hello everyone, my name is Joelle. Welcome to my channel and to this 20-minute yin yoga practice using a wall. So using a wall can be a really wonderful way to intensify some of our traditional yin yoga postures. And we'll begin in a kneeling position close to the wall, so the right thigh is pretty much touching the wall or pretty close to it anyway. Bending the right elbow and placing the right palm and forearm against the wall behind you. And to intensify, you could bring the left hand to fingertips behind you as well on the mat. Or if this is a little bit too much, you can always scoot yourself a little bit further away from the mat and decrease that angle of the stretch. So we'll be using the wall to open up through the connective tissues in our entire body today. Some of the main areas that get tight for so many of us. And so as you find your way into this posture, close the eyes. Come to notice your breath, encouraging the inhales and exhales to deepen in and out through the nose. You might find after some time that you start to get a little tingly in the fingers and the hand, perfectly normal. Just let it be whatever it needs to be for today. Wonderful. And let's release. You might like to take a couple of shoulder circles or shake out your arms, wiggle your fingers, anything that feels nice and intuitive. And before we try the other side, let's come to a puppy stretch at the wall. So coming to a tall kneel, a little bit further away from the wall now, reaching the hands up the wall and letting the upper body sink towards it. So depending on how far away your knees are from the wall, you might be able to rest the forehead there. You might want to walk the knees in or out a little bit to find the sensation that is right for you. Opening up through the shoulders, the triceps. Remember that it's never about what the posture looks like in yin yoga. It's much more important how you feel and how you experience it. So closing the eyes once more, turning your way back to the breath. Thanking yourself for carving out this time today to hold, to breathe, and to enjoy. And to come out, you can gently press the hands into the wall to move the upper body a little bit further away. And maybe sitting back onto the heels to sway the upper body left and right a few times, shaking that one off. Noticing how you're feeling. And we'll come into that chest opener on the other side, so scooting your left thigh closer to the wall now. Placing that left palm onto the wall behind you. And resting the forearm as well, finding the position that's right for you, maybe the right fingertips find their way onto the mat beside your feet. Noticing if there's any difference on this second side. And we'll be here for about 90 seconds or so. So again, just let the posture be whatever it needs to be for you today. Allowing any sensations to come up, just observing them, being thankful for them, and directing your breath wherever it's most needed. And let's release, gently bringing that left arm down, and again shaking the arms out, taking some shoulder circles, any little movements that feel good to you. And we'll come to standing now for our dangling pose. This one can be a little bit awkward to get into, so you might have to kind of wiggle your way in. We're looking to rest the upper back against the wall and keep the legs straight. So you might have to experiment with how far apart the feet come or how far they are from the wall. Just allow yourself the time necessary to find the right pose for you. And one option would be to hold onto opposite elbows. This might feel a little bit funny, even a little bit scary at first, so trust that the wall has your back, quite literally. It will support you. You are supported, you are safe. Enjoying the sensation in the spine, perhaps in the hamstrings. Really nice way to deepen this one, perhaps my favorite posture at the wall. So closing the eyes yet again, hold the pose and breathe. And if you had hold of the elbows, you can release your hands closer to the mat now. Using the hands against the floor of the wall to wiggle your way out of this one, coming back onto the knees. Another shoulder roll might feel nice here. And we'll come to a seated position facing the wall now with the legs apart. And you control how wide they go. You might keep them a little bit closer together in a little pizza slice. Or with the feet pressing against the wall, you might find that you can inch the hips forward a couple of inches with the help of the hands, which will bring the feet wider apart, and you could sit up tall with the hands behind you if that's enough for today. Or you might have the space to lean the upper body forwards, maybe the forehead rests on the wall. And again, you could even hold opposite elbows. So play around with this one until you find one that will work for you. A posture that is appropriately intense for you today. Finding your edge. And coming back to those nice, deep breaths. And to come out, you might like to bring the fingertips to the wall to start to inch those hips a little bit further away from it, or use the hands behind you to just progressively make your way out. And I like to rock my knees from side to side a few times after this one. Just loosening up the hips. And then we can scoot our hips a little bit closer to the wall as we come onto our backs for supine pigeon, so the sole of the left foot can rest on the wall, crossing the right ankle over the opposite knee. And again, you control how high or low that left foot is on the wall if you'd like to intensify or make the posture a little bit more restorative. And I typically keep my right hand against my right thigh, just gently encouraging that right knee to open up. Relax the head, the jaw. Relax everything that does not need to be working right now. Let yourself soften and connect as you come to stillness. And we'll start to release. You can straighten that left leg up, bring the right leg alongside it, maybe give both legs a little bit of a shake. Soft knees or wiggling them side to side. And once you're ready, you can help that left ankle over the right knee, bringing the sole of the right foot flat to the wall at a height that is right for you. And the left hand might gently press the left knee out, letting calm, steady waves of breath wash over you, nourish the body and your heart and your soul. And just breathing here. And once again, begin to straighten that right leg up so we can bring the left leg alongside it, shaking the knees out, any little wiggles. And for our final posture, you might want to walk the hips in even closer to the wall, straightening both legs up towards the sky, maybe resting the hands to the belly here. So you can feel the breaths coming in and out. Noticing how you feel, how just these 20 minutes of yin at the wall have perhaps changed anything in how you feel, how the body is doing. Offering up gratitude to our wall for supporting us through this practice. And of course, gratitude to yourself as well for all of the support that you bring to your own life, day in and day out. And enjoy this final resting posture as long as you would like here. I would love to know if you enjoyed this practice. Let me know in the comments or by hitting the like button. It's such a nice way of supporting free yoga on the internet and supporting me as well. I will put a link in the description box below for a playlist of my other yin yoga practices, and I hope you'll join me again soon. Thank you so much. Well done today. And of course, namaste.